yes, welcome back to your favorite show. And I hope you're sipping your yolas. You're watching us and catching us live from Switch TV. And remember our SMS line is kwenye 22999 free of charge. Na hii economy ya Kenya yenye ni mbaya. And guys, I'm on Facebook and wacha tusome jamani kwenye feedback, yeah? Tunawaona vile. Tuko na Purity anasema always looking awesome. Asante sana mama. Grace Maina anasema looking awesome girls. Jackie my all time favorite. Nyawira anasema tune in from Tall Ruiru #chatspot my favorite show. Teddy anasema love you ladies. Meru tuko locked. Paul Kimoke anasema looking awesome. Jackie and Kush Gun from Gilgil, how's you doing? I'm waiting the question of the census people. Census ni next week mtu wangu. Hata sisi tunangoja kujua. Tulisema next week Tuesday tutawapatia habari tuambie tuko ngapi. Ndio hivyo sasa. Rachel anasema kwa wapi Noni? Noni is gonna be in tomorrow my day ski, so do not worry. Keep calm. Jimmy John anasema hey cuties, loving the show in Eldoret. It's good to stay calm and leave that minute. That keeps up the fire burning. Fire burn. Pondem, it's your favorite show, Chat Spot. And I'm gonna sip my Yola as Jackie introduces our guest who's in studio.
Yes, guys. So our guest is in studio. She is the beautiful filmmaker come actress, the one and only Scolly Cheruto. Welcome.
Karibu sana sana.
Thank you so
Mama,
very
you're
much.
amazing. I'll just start by saying that you're amazing. I got a chance to work with you back in the day. Iki happen no mutajua msijali. We will be here and tell you what is happening. But yo, tell us about Cheroscopic. How did you start it? What drove you like?
I guess I just wanted to do film. I just wanted to produce. I was an actress for a while, and then I saw a gap where there were stories that were not being told, and I was doing Vitimbi back then. I don't know if you remember the show.
Vitimbi.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe millennials.
Yes. So I was in the show, and it was my very first time to be on a TV show, and I was there, and I could see, people were doing these things, and it didn't look so difficult, right? Like it's not as difficult as I thought it was, but initially when I was starting out, I was like, okay, so you have a camera, you have an editor, you have actors, and then that's about it. And then I was in one way or another dissatisfied a little bit with what I was doing there, so I felt like I want to do this for myself, so that's why I decided, let me try. I mean, it's not as easy as editing, camera, and acting. It's a little bit more difficult than that, but at that point when I was starting out, that's how I felt.
And let me ask you something as a producer myself,
Yeah.
as a madam, kunywa lamba yola tafadhali.
Hapa yola ila say it saves lives.
Upate energy. Yes, the best cereal drink in Kenya. So I want to ask you as a producer myself, I know it must have been hard, like you made 2 seasons of Monica by yourself from the research I did,
Yeah.
with your own funds. How did you fundraise? Because many people want to do a movie, they want to produce a TV series. Usually they get contracted by the station first, but you went dove, Dani, mzima, with your own funds, and then you did this. How did you manage to do that?
I mean, I just did it. It's not the first show for me to do. Like, I had already done other shows before that. And so, of course, when you're doing business, there's usually some money that you set aside for things like those. Yeah, and also, we are people who've been in the industry for a long time. First of all, this was a licensing, right? Like a broadcaster had license, and usually when they license, there's a way it usually works. So these things, like when money and raising money is not usually the problem. The problem is how you really want to push your idea. If you really want to do it so bad, you just gotta do it somehow. You'll always find a way.
And then there's some juice there, because when I watch Monica, there's like, there's some, is it like XXX, there's some kissing, there's some other things, like which you don't normally see.
It has sexual content.
It has sexual.
Not really.
Sexual content. Lakini watu wanapigana mate. But iko na affection. Sema affection.
Iko na affection.
It's PG rated.
PG. Not so much. It's just like, you went, at least we saw some actors like kissing, and it's not even easy for an actor to agree. Me says kubali personally, but hata wewe huwezi kubali.
But it's acting.
Yes, that's the thing. I don't see any problem.
There's no problem.
Acting,
The people
the actors were okay with it?
I mean, the actors I got were actors. They're not people who are thinking they want to act. And so when you're an actor, there are things that you have to accept to do before you actually come into the set, So if if you're not going to accept these things, then how can you really call yourself an actor? It's not supposed to be.
So
Actor
how did you fall in love with acting and filmmaking? Tell us about it.
For me, it wasn't really. It was by accident, Jackie. I was called by a friend of mine to go for auditions at the Kenya National Theatre many years back, and I really didn't know even what auditions were, you know. So I had actually cleared high school. Like immediately I cleared high school. I think 3 or 4 months later, someone was asking me to go for auditions. So we went for auditions at the Kenya National Theatre, and really I was like zero. Yeah, and then there was a long line. There's so many people who are auditioning, and then a friend of mine told me, see, even you try. I was like, what am I even trying? You just go there, you act, they tell you to do something, and then you do it, and then, you know, like the way they do. So I went, and I was taken, you know, like they needed 3 ladies, 3 guys for set books. It was set books. I started with set books. Yeah, it was set
Shout
books.
out to those people, set books you can get here. Man.
Oh, it was so cool. Like, I think of all the things that I have ever done, I still remember the set books because we were traveling all over the country and it was so much fun. Like, if I had a chance, I would probably go back to set books.
And talking about that was Kenya. After you were done with high school, what did you study in campus, college?
Yeah,
what did you study after? What did you major in?
Business. I actually did business and I'm in business, so it works for me. I did business administration.
So bas nile production lakini biashara.
Biashara.
And I just have to ask, what gets you like day by day? What keeps you motivated? You know, sometimes the way I asked you just before we went on air, you're like, it took 6 years to get Monica here.
Yeah.
You know, some people think it's just you just waking up, you have a script, you have a story, you'll go shoot, then you're on TV the next day, you know. But what gets you by? What keeps you like going, regardless of how hard it gets, how long?
Right.
Because they're not patient.
Oh yeah, I think people think that this industry is as easy. Like everybody wants to be an actor, everybody wants to be a producer. People come and they leave. Like you just see them coming and going, because they really do not have any idea like how much work it takes. First of all, it's work, so you have to be able to put in the work. If you do not want to put in the work, then there's nowhere you'll go. You'll come slide like that. So for me, naturally, I'm a hard worker. Like it's a weakness that I have. It's also a strength. I guess.
That's a super strength.
I know, right?
I can be a weakness.
Yeah. So I really work. Like anything that I decide to do, I really put my mind, my heart, my spirit, my everything. People sometimes call me a lone lad because I close myself in a room and I get things done. Until it's done, that's when I can come out to the open. Yeah.
And
so it's
and the show itself, Monica, like for many viewers who have watched, who are waiting, you know, kama hujaiona basi tulia hapo. But what inspired this story? It's about a girl who was in the ghetto, pretends that she's high class, you know, like a lot of what's happening now. Mtu ana pretend ukiona pale ameshuka matatu, ameingia hapa, amepaka makeup, you know, like not hapa, tafadhali si hapa. Like you see like someone ana no kupretend. Unajua kufanya hivyo kusawa ni sawa, but today people have to pretend to keep up with status and all that. What inspired you?
I think Monica is so real. I could almost say that. There's a little bit of Monica in me because if I look at the show, there's the thing with me is that I tell stories that I have related to or something from my heart. You understand? So Monica is someone I have met so many times, and they've been in my circle so many times. I know how they act. I know how they behave when they want to climb the ladder. I have been with them so much. I was like, this chick, I have to tell you a story. Like I see them every day, and yeah, it's because it's I almost called it a true story. Like, you know, because I've been picking bits and pieces from the different people that I have seen, I have heard of, and then I put it into one story. But Monica is not just a story, it's actually a person that exists. And you know, the Slay Queen, the story is the same, you know. So I just wanted to tell her story of this person that I already know about. So just bring it in a story form.
And just to ask her, definitely you do have a squad crew. Yani those people, viewers, like anytime you have an idea, you know, you have to like put it kwanza out, like ask people, do you think this is something actually guys can relate to? Ushikwa na idea, lakini ukiongea na watu wako, like, know your inner circle. Like mkichambua mkakwa like, this one, but you just have to put it aside, let's think of something else.
No. In fact, I don't. Because I think I believe in myself so much. I believe in the things that I do and my work so much that when I start, I will finish. Like most of the things that I have done, I have produced. Not everybody believes in them. And the reason why I don't even tell anyone anything that I'm doing is because people will come with their stories and say, and it's okay to say because
Thomas.
It's not your vision.
yeah, it's not your vision, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not, it's, so it's, I understand too well that it's my story. I have to tell it and I want and I will. So, you know, those things don't really matter for me. And that's why, even because for me, there's a way you can come with your idea and with your stories and you tell me, can we produce this? And I'm like, I don't think this will make any sense. And then you go disappear for a while and then I see it somewhere. I'm like, oh, okay. You see, because it wasn't my idea. So even like before, the way I used to put people down and tell them, that can't go anywhere, you know, like because you don't see it, right? I don't do that anymore because I realize that everybody has their own vision.
Is not the other person's. No,
Exactly.
it could be the other person's. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And that's actually great advice you just gave to people. You know,
Right.
someone will tell you no, and
Yeah.
it's okay. They'll say no, it's not their idea, it's not their vision. They don't know where this thing is taking you.
Yeah.
So you just have to trust yourself and push it to the limit.
Yeah.
Mshapatiwa bonge la idea, bonge la advice.
Yeah.
Mtu ni kushikilia. Anyway, it's about that time. We always have a segment to play a couple of games. So guys, right about now, game spots. Oh yes, kwenye shuge mnajua ni kwenye tudhango. So right about now. Na Nadia, Jackie, uliandika kiatu yako game spot? Aki si mimi. Bush. It's not me, by the way, imeandikwa games. Yani kiatu, we have claimed it. We have Jackie, this one is bye-bye.
It was just how much.
Inevitable, I'm telling you. So guys, mkiona kwenye shuge ni kwenye tudhango na kwenye tudhango leo tunacheza accents. Sisi wenye hatujai act before.
Ate who?
Tutafanya accent za
what?
Kikamba wenye tumezoea na H na
I'm
A.
absolutely horrible
I'm
with
so
accents.
excited.
Usinipatie
Wacha wale
accent.
waliniita actor mtu, leo mtakiona.
Ya Kikale. No, you're picking two.
You can't
Sorry.
pick
I'm picking
Kikale.
one.
Yeah.
I'm picking one.
No, two.
I'm picking
Big-
two.
yeah.
Guest
because-
anakuanga na special offer. Pick
Buy
one,
one,
get one free. Ladies.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
I'm so scared, yo.
Oh no.
Wait, that is
Okay,
one
can
bill.
you-
This is not okay.
Personally, I don't think I can do
I'm so
this, but
excited.
since we just have to try, right?
So how do you do it? We just speak.
Mimi naona nika tutasaidiana. Mtu anaweza
We have
sema mwenye
four.
anaweza hiyo accent aifanye, si ndio? We
Okay.
help each other.
That's better.
Because honestly tukisema mtu afanye yenye amechukua jamani tutakuwa mape hivi, lakini anyway, Ero.
Yako ni gani, man?
Ero.
You are you a Masai?
Yes,
You're a
Masai. That's the best I could do.
I am an
That's the best you
Indian.
could do.
That's
Oh
the
no,
best
you're
I
so
could
bad.
I am such an Indian. I don't even know what you guys. What are you guys? What are you?
Indian.
You called me actor mwitu. You?
That is
What are
exactly
you?
what I have called you.
You're not an Indian. You're
All
Kikuyu.
right. Chill.
Or Kisi, you choose one.
Nataka kwenda kukura shakura sasa. Nikishamaliza kukura shakura nataka kwenda kurudi nyumbani na niweze kurara. Na nikimaliza kurara nilale tena na
Aro ni wasafiri, as in Aro ni kwa kina Jackie.
What are you, darling?
I can't do either of the above.
Let me
It's
see
which one?
yours.
Luya and Somali, I can't.
I can do for you Somali. You take mine, Meru.
No, that's not
extra,
Somali. That's
extra,
still,
buy
No,
one,
this
get
is
one
still
free.
Indian.
that's still Indian.
Okay, let me try the Somali, but
Just think of Huda.
bahari yake. I'm trying.
Unapenda gula hapa
Bahari
popote.
yake.
You have gone to Isili so much.
Lakini sasa umejaribu bana.
Lakini ndio hiyo ni it's
Bahari yake.
Silindo sasa.
Hata wewe umejaribu. Na naangalia vile
Utanipa
umefanya.
kazi? Kare Monica season 3. I can't be a
Season 4
an
extra.
Indian. Huh?
Na ndio maana nakwambia basi tumetoka kule kwenye Indiani sasa tumerudi kule mali nataka kuwapeleka sasa.
Tupeleke jamani.
Kuwapeleka. Asante
Jamani,
basi.
You have nice ones.
What's your
Sasa.
second one?
My second one miss jua watu nikawa naongeanga kasi
Gosh,
sisi.
the way I have Meru friends and Ebu nipatie example. We have a Meru friend in that we
Common.
Ebu niambie Kimeru moja alafu nitapata.
Just naongeanga aje.
Oh, Jasper. Sasa mnajua
Unajua tulikuwa huko kwetu.
tulikuwa huko pale Nkobo na
Tukishana baite.
Nkobo
Mugai.
pale tulikuwa pale
Kwani wapi? Haja baiteni
Koro
ndio.
what? Pale tulienda
Baite
pale road
Murume.
trip. That one is hard. Hiyo ni ngumu.
Inaitwa Mungai
Yo,
huko.
yo, yo.
Hapana.
Zaite Murume.
Nkoroi.
Yo, yo.
Koroi ni ngorongai. Aya,
Mimi-
tuendelee.
Aya,
Umeshindwa.
sasa mi this one hata sijui sasa hawa watu wanaongeanga aje. They are brothers.
Gani?
Hapa hivi watu wa 256. What do 256 people talk like?
Ugandans.
Talk like that.
I don't know what you are saying, but I think 256 is Ugandan.
It is Uganda,
Kampala.
lakini Uganda wanaongeaje?
No, even in our
Hivyo, she
that's
got
how
it.
I am talking. Like Museveni, our president, is so
Yes.
kind to our country.
There you have it.
So I am not an actor muitu. I have really tried. Come on, give me one more yola. You know.
Nataka tuende Keroka basi tukakule.
I don't know. Keroka is not my country. There's no Keroka in Champara.
Umekataa tuende Keroka tukakule.
Huko ni wapi?
Tukakule.
Kisii.
Umekataa kwenda tukakule
Abantu
ndizi.
bane.
Jamani, kwa nini unataka
Abantu
kujua?
gane mbuya more.
Y'all are good at accents.
Na-
Me, I'm horrible. I'm really horrible
That's
with
Kisii,
accents.
by the way.
Oh,
That is
that's so
Kisii.
cool.
Watu wa Kisii.
Yeah, so guys,
okay,
by the way,
salamu.
better watch Monica. If you're wondering where to watch Monica, Hapa Nyumbani,
Hapa.
Switch
It's
TV,
tonight,
we are
right?
showing
Yeah.
Monica tonight. So you better tune in. And about now, Kush, are we going on a break?
Hapana, bado tunacheza game. Kila mtu afanye accent ya kwao. Mimi yangu shida ni
no.
H na how are you doing?
Huko ni wapi huko?
Ukambani,
Ukamba.
H ni shida, H bila H.
But then kitu ya
How
accents, I'm not
are you?
feeling it at all.
Ehe.
By the way pass. Tunaweza enda break.
Yes.
Tumekaa hapa kabisa. Sisi tunaongoza kakakani. Tumalizane na hii maneno
Yeah.
tunayo.
You know, in the where I come from, we don't go for a break. We take a break perpendicularly.
Hey, Luana.
Masculine. We just don't break. We take a break proper.
Sawa. Jaluo, jeuri.
In the leg sides.
Y'all are waiting for me?
Yes.
I can't do it.
Yaani una
Where you
accent ya
from?
kwenu.
But where do you come from, Jackie?
Sina up, Nairobi. Y'all guys,
yeah,
we
sweet
are
water.
going to the short commercial break. Yeah, so don't go too far. We'll be right back.
Unajionanga hapa hivi peremende, unafikira wewe ni peremende ya kila mtu eh?
Sema shida yako kitambo ni mbaya.
Unanisimamia nikao nitambui eh?
Nilizaliwa ghetto.
Bwana zenyu wasije wakawaiba.
Sijai understand kwa nini ilikuwa ni lazima ningezaliwa huko.
Ama sungu, siri ni kukaa around them.
To the governor of South City.
Unaland tu wizao.
This is my family. My son Bob.
Unajua kuona ndio tuliangaliana yani. Actually ilikuwa love at first sight.
You're ogling over my husband. I'm not nice.
Monica is that Mike's cousin, the fly chick.
Oh, I see you noticed her and how hot she is.
That little being is going to exit out of your life as fast as she came in.
Yeah.
I hope she dies tonight.
God, oh my love.
Please let him go. Please. You are being like this because of that cheap girl.
Unajua nini unikasirisha sana juu ya hao mababi? Ni vile wao tubeba kifala.
Leave me alone, you slut.
And yet you're the one being treated like one.
Oh, no.
That move can cost you your teeth.
Do you think I'd be talking to you if I knew?
My daughter Vivian.
Cheers to the freaking weekend. I'll drink to that.
Vivian is a carefree girl who likes to party, drink alcohol, and smoke the occasional weed.
Baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
What did you major in?
Public relations? I just wish I could get a job.
And Mike, Bob's best friend. And practically my son.
Unajua siku hizi mpaka gavana anamuita mtoto wake.
Mike.
The world doesn't revolve around you.
Wow, if that's not your favorite series, then I don't know. Beautiful acting, beautiful storyline, beautiful camera work, beautiful editing. Yeah, all that. And pale kwenye Facebook naona, whoa, it is booming. People love you, Scolly. She's lovely. Stefan Mwanza says she's lovely and beautiful soul. Behind cuts, edits, and so forth. I will ask if she can just continue doing the great work she's doing. She's brought on our screens. Monica looks like a movie shot in MA Boston, Hollywood. Too much to say. And then we have Lena Masharia says, amazing woman. And then we have Sony says, beautiful people. And then Diana Mbithe, a woman making what is thought to be impossible possible. Hashtag Cheruto, you got the power. And many girls on Chatspot, I love you. Keep it up. Kakamega, we in. And then we have the Biringo Bay. I really love the show today. You guys are hot as always. Even though Nzula Yuko, Sabina is still acing it. And then we have Sandra say, wow, can't wait for her. Tuned in, I think that was earlier before you Ukuje. And then we have Grace Mwende says, what's the story behind Monica? Is it a real life story or what inspired her to produce such a story? And then we have Nash saying, read my feedback, aki nimesoma. Nash, tuned from Bungoma, amazing show. Kush?
Yes, kwenye Facebook bado ninaona Paul Kimwaki anasema fresh kabix. Kabix, sawa kabisa jamani. Wow, she's so fantastic, creative. Hats, mtu hawezi comment, very good work. Okay, please. Hiki kizungu, kisungu jamani. But anyway, tunakupenda vivyo hivyo Paul. Jackie, just give me the family of the late John. Sorry. Mimi sielewi ama
John De Matthew. We said yesterday, guys. We had 1 second silence.
Man. Yeah. Kamau, hashtag Chatspot, always my eyes on my #1 station and my favorite show. Watching from Tumaini, Nyandarua County, hapa Venus Kinyozi, watu wa Kinyozi wenye mnanyolewa. Mambo vipi? Zije Castro amepiga ile soma salty ile ya kuenjoy jamani, tunakucheki asante sana. Jimmy Joy asema, you guys are really something. Ha ha ha. Scolly, you are so amazing of the things you do. Kudos. I swear, one day, one time I will be in such a place. A producer, hashtag Monica. Leo Zapa anasema, yo Monica, huge fan right here. Na amesema good work mama. Bridget anasema good job, kudos. Leo anasema good work. That thing look like it's straight out of Hollywood. Yes. Jamaa anasema tuned in mchafu NJ. Oh, mchafu ni wewe. Anasema great. Really? Lakini nimekusomea. Anyway, Ristuti anasema Tuchi from Juja. Leo simnisalimie tu. Mambo, how you? How's Juja? You all look gorgeous in advance. So I think I'll to salimia before tuanze show. Nyawira anasema hashtag Chatspot. Tune in as always from Tall Ruiru. Husa anasema already tune in. Evelyn anasema hello beautiful girls. Jackie, your makeup is on point. Nakupenda bure. Caesar nauliza kaa shy act. Papa Shirandula on from Evelyn kutoka Nax. Mashero anasema shikilie hapo tuko pamoja. Huyo ni fan wako Scolly. Nasha anasema locked kama ready from United States of Bungoma. Wow. Sabina umeambiwa just stay for good And Sistani anasema Sabina notes zimechange color. Yako saini ka 50. Alafu zile emoji za kucheka cheka. Desi anasema she's an amazing woman doing amazing things. I would really love to get into acting. What can she advise? And I'm trying to get mimi anasema kindly ask mbona series za Kenya ni fupi kuliko series za nje. Lazima watu walipe bills. That's why kuna commercial breaks and they're not short, okay? Keep calm. So Scolly, jamani kuna msichana hapa hivi anauliza Desi anauliza akitaka kuingia kwenye acting, like what can they do if they're starting out? Tuseme ni ile zero, like yes I want to act. How do I start?
I mean, depending on where you are, if you're in Nairobi, I would highly suggest that you show up at places where you find this kind of things, like Kenya National Theatre would be a very good place to go to. Alliance will be a very good place to go to as well. And then, of course, there's social media. If you can follow pages or people who are into these things, because auditions are always put out there, you know. And, you know, you just have to be around people who are in the same industry and just, you know, push yourself further. Yeah.
Nice.
So who can say inspires you, pulls you through, helps you with whatever you're doing now?
Who's your best friend? Tell the country. This is the moment of the press release.
Who are some of the people that inspired you and helped you through? Like the people who were like already there and you were like looking up to them and like, or maybe wanting to achieve some of what the things they've achieved in production.
Those are many questions, but I will start with
the best friend.
With the best friend. I work with Neil Shell. He's my partner. I mean, I founded the company in 2010, and he showed up in 2014. And you know, since then we've been working together. And so he's a person I really look up to as a mentor, as a friend, as a partner. We work so well together, and we bring so much to Cheruscopic because we all have different experiences, and we have, you know, he's an actor as well. He's a director, he's a producer, and he's more international. So he brings the international aspect into our production. And then there's me. I've been an actor for a long time, and you know, I have interacted with the industry so well. So you know, and then I know Kenyan stories so well. So when we blend, we create stuff that is really good. So you got it.
Hollywood material.
No hivyo.
Sasa jamani.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we didn't even ask you why Cheruscopic.
It's just love for self. Cheruscopic pretty much is Cheruto, Scolly. So it's Cheru and Scolly. So Cheruscopic. So Cheru is Cheru.
That's
and then
your baby,
picture.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, and it's Kitambo before Neil came in. So you know, I just loved myself, and I knew I could do this. So I just kept.
So you know, like one of the viewers asked, and they said you can never know the heart. So as a chat spot, we go the extra mile and we go dig out the dirt. So I asked one of your crew and cast to give us feedback about who is Scolly, how was she on set, and this is what one of them had to say. She says, our friendship goes back 14 years ago when we started our careers in acting. One thing about Scolly is that she's a go-getter, aggressive, and will never allow anyone or anything to come between her and her dreams. She really fought to be where she is and is setting bounds in film and TV in Kenya. I'm so proud of her and really humbled when she called me to be her production manager and casting director for Monica series, The Best Boss Ever. That's from Rose Maina. So, look out to Eki Box.
So thank you so much for coming. And
There's the question. You know, Van social media is lit. Taken single, complicated, looking.
Lazima.
Hebu tuambie.
Lakini mtu weka kwa mkono ya left. So ile ni right.
Sasa umetuchanganya.
Hapo
umetuyola yola.
Yaani hakuna kitu kingine watu wanaweza uliza. Like that would be a question that they have to ask.
Tusipouliza hiyo swali nakwambia. Ni sisi na wao.
You're in trouble. No, I'm actually very single.
Single slides, skid,
so where can
glide.
people get you so that they can skid, slide, and all that? Your social media platforms.
Okay.
And,
Scolly Cheruto everywhere. I'm not really crazy on social media, but you can as well follow Monica because you'll be getting updates on exactly what's going on. I know people are asking for so much. I am really happy about the feedback on Monica. It makes me feel like the work that I put into this show, because like I said, it started so many years ago, and I have been keeping going. Like I did, so far I've done 3 pilots. Before anyone decided to notice, I have been pushing. Eventually it was noticed. So for me, it's a big deal, and I really enjoy the feedback where everybody's like, wow, that show, you know, that makes me feel like my work is finally seen. So yeah, Scolly Cheruto, social media, Monica Cheruscopic. I represent all
that. So guys, this is a reminder. Yes, on 31st August, let's meet at Archives, where you have to get your best dancing shoes and carry your best dance moves as we go and launch the YOLO cereal milk drink. They are having their official launch on 31st August. So let's meet there, let's dance. And you know what? You might be spotted and we might go home with 100,000 Kenya shillings. Na hiyo economy unahitaji. So guys, yes. So as we looking forward to meet at 31st. Let's meet tomorrow, same time, same place with the lovely 4 ladies. It is out of here. Repeats at 10:30 p.m. See you guys. It's been real.
Next time.
It's out. Bye-bye.
Booyaka.